Welcome to The Reasonable Search, a channel dedicated to law enforcement with the purpose of critiquing police interactions with the public to educate and protect the rights of citizens. The commentary in this video is my own opinion and not representative of any police department or to be considered legal advice. Please like and subscribe, leave a comment. Thanks for watching. This video comes from Alabama. The link to the full body camera is in the description. Police make contact with a local pastor who is watering his neighbor's flowers while they are on vacation. A caller that lives farther down the road calls the police reporting that an unknown man is watering flowers on a neighboring property. Police officers arrive, detain, and eventually arrest the pastor. Body camera footage begins with the initial approach and contact with the pastor.
Howdy.
Hey man, how's it going?
Pretty good. What you doing here, man?
Water flower.
All right, they saying that, is that your vehicle?
No,
It's not?
it's the neighbor's vehicle.
The neighbors?
314, I'll be on 13.
Okay.
Yeah,
You live here?
no, I don't live in.
Okay. They saying that this vehicle is not supposed to be here and you're not supposed to be
Who's
here.
saying that?
They called about it. I don't know who called.
I'm supposed to be here. I'm Pastor Jennings. I live across the street.
You're Pastor Jennings?
Yes, I'm looking out for their house while they gone.
Okay.
Watering their flowers.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Now, do you have like ID and
Oh
all?
no, man. I'm not gonna give you no ID.
Why not?
I ain't did nothing wrong. I ain't did
Well,
nothing
you look,
suspicious.
listen, I'm not saying do nothing wrong.
Dog, listen,
There's a suspicious person.
Look, I used to be a police officer in Goodwater. Don't come here with that. Okay.
Look, man, don't do this to me.
No.
There's a suspicious person in the yard, and if you're not one to identify yourself,
I don't have to identify myself. It's not a stop and identify state.
Officers ask Pastor Jennings why he's on the property, and he immediately states his name, Pastor Jennings. He lives across the street and is watering the neighbor's flowers. Pastor Jennings has basically fulfilled this statute of identifying if the officers had reasonable suspicion a crime is being committed. Pastor Jennings is watering the flowers as reported. At this time, there is no reasonable suspicion. There is no indication a crime is being committed. The officers have not spoken to the complainant and determined if the person reporting is an owner of the property or an authorized agent of the owner. The only authority these officers would have to conduct an investigation in this instance would come from an owner.
The guy know me. He came to my store that got broke in. I live right over there across the street. Who called y'all?
that's what we got to figure out. But
Yeah,
first,
who called?
you
Is
live
that black
here?
man
He
out
don't
here
live here.
watering his neighbor's flowers? You think
I'm not
doing
saying
something
nothing
illegal?
about.
You have no right to approach me if I ain't did nothing suspicious or nothing wrong.
Listen,
Told him I'm a pastor. I pastor until I don't want to hear.
sir.
You want to lock me up? Lock me up.
Nobody wants
Lock me. I'm not showing y'all anything. I'm going to continue to water these flowers. I don't care who called y'all. Lock me up and see what happens. I want you to.
Hey, man, just come here and talk to us.
I'm
What?
gonna
What?
water these back flowers is what I'm gonna do. Who called y'all?
Well, if you would let us talk to you, we can figure stuff out.
You know, you're going to take an instruction card if you keep walking away. You can do whatever you want. Do it. Do it.
We're just trying to talk to you, man. Come here.
This officer is not trying to talk to him. He's trying to exert his authority. The officer has not heard a word Pastor Jennings has said and taken an interrogation approach. Fellow officers, we are often told by members of our community, thank you for your service. And we should do the same when we meet people who serve our communities, teachers, coaches, and pastors. Had the officers treated this pastor with respect, they would have gotten a very different response after giving respect. Instead, the stage has been set for an ego-driven arrest.
314, Father.
10-4. We got one that's not listening to us. Look, man, let me see your phone. Let me see your phone, dude. Just calm down, okay?
No.
Stop.
I like this.
Okay. We're just trying to talk to you and see.
I don't want to argue with you, okay?
All right, go ahead and do what you got to do, Doc.
You either.
Do what you got to do. Go on and lock me up.
Look, just have a
It's
seat.
already
not
a
locked
lawsuit.
up, you're
It's
just-
already a lawsuit,
Yes,
Doc.
sir. Yes, sir.
It's already a
Okay.
lawsuit.
Just have a seat, okay?
Okay? Already a lawsuit. Already a lawsuit.
313. Show us. 1026. One black man. Sit down. Sit down, man. Just
Okay, let me call my wife.
you're not calling
My
nobody.
son just got racially profiled in Michigan. He's got his master's degree. He's an athletic director. 3 police profiler came in. I was ex-police officer from Goodwater. I told you I'm a pastor.
Okay, look, man.
Who called y'all?
We.
That's what I'm
I
trying
don't
to
have
tell
to
you.
ID myself.
You will not
If
listen.
I have a call on you, you have to identify yourself to me. You
I don't.
understand what I'm
No, I
telling
don't.
you?
No, I don't. You wait, watch how you want. Take me down, book me. Go do what you need to do. Go do what you need to do.
I think it's
Will
gonna
you
be.
please call my wife right quick?
We're gonna wait off.
You're not
All right.
operating
Well, y'all
on
sit with him, Jeremy. I'm gonna go over here and see if it's 6 people over here that call. 313.
Go ahead.
Can you have the 72 that called step out and talk to her?
How much time?
Hey, you know what? You know what? 1015. 1015. 1015. I ain't gonna sit there and have that, dude.
Will you let my wife?
No, you ain't letting nothing now.
Appreciate it. Okay.
Pastor Jennings is placed in handcuffs and continues to tell the officers he's told them everything they need to know about his identity and his purpose on the property. Pastor Jennings is visibly upset, continues to loudly protest his detention, to which the primary officer makes the arrest, stating, "We're not going to have this." Pastor Jennings is being verbal and redressing these officers on his treatment, and he can do this according to landmark case law, Houston versus Hill, a precedent on where a citizen verbally engages officers. Let's keep in mind that officers have not spoken to the caller to determine whether they know the pastor.
313. You show me 1015. One black man.
Yeah.
I gotta get gas, so he needs to go on someone else.
Call at the chair. I call at the chair. I'm on this part.
I mean, I don't know if they called.
We'll
if
look
she-
on the log and see who called.
I mean, I saw the goat SUV, so and I saw him outside, and all I did said, "Hey, man, do you live here?" "No." "Is that your car?" "No, it's the neighbor's." So I'm finna go over here and run the tag.
Okay. He's not going to cooperate.
Oh no, sitting there hollering.
I'm trying to explain to him that we got a call and we have the right to identify him, and he says I'm talking to him like a child.
If you're a pastor and you're here watering a neighbor's yard, that's fine if you got permission.
No trespassing private property.
313, 1072 stepping out.
10-4. 313 swapping the record.
Come on.
313 on records.
You're up.
313, can you run a 28 for me? Golden color Chevy Tahoe. This is 505.
Yes.
She says she's stepping outside. You talking to the 72? Do you know that gentleman back?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Does he have
He
permission?
lives right there.
Okay, does he have permission here to be watering flowers?
He may because They are friends.
Okay.
And they went out of town today, so
Right.
he may be watering their flowers.
Okay.
Be completely normal.
Okay,
And that's
is
fine.
that's fine. If he would have said, "Hey, I got this," gave his identification because he's a suspicious person, he said that's not his vehicle; it's their vehicle.
We
Okay.
have a call. Like,
Yeah.
we're here
Okay.
because we're called here. I don't know who called, but somebody did.
Did you call us?
313. Rory Milam.
Here is the moment when the caller confirms everything Pastor Jennings has said. However, the egos are in full force, and instead of these officers releasing Pastor Jennings, they continue with an arrest. The officers still believe Pastor Jennings was suspicious, when in fact he was neither suspicious before speaking with the caller nor after speaking with the caller. In Alabama versus White, caller to 911, for example, in this landmark case, anonymous callers must have their information corroborated to conduct a stop based on reasonable suspicion. The caller who reported Pastor Jennings is not anonymous, however, her information should be corroborated considering she is not the property owner and has no idea whether the neighbor has given Pastor Jennings permission to be on the property.
Childersburg on a 2004 Chevy Tahoe, no color listed. Registration is valid till 6/30 of 22, negative 29.
Jennifer, you did say the name's Roy Mallon.
Temple.
Jennifer, thanks for my sir.
Temple.
Yeah, he lives right there, and he would be watering their flowers. This is probably my fault.
Okay. Do you know who Roy Mallon is? That's the person that owns that vehicle.
Roy Milam.
Roy
Ask
Mallon.
him who owns the house. I don't know the guy's name. I don't know who owns. It could be their
Can
vehicle.
y'all,
Step out.
Miss Sister Connie and
What's wrong with you?
my cuff's a little bit tight. If y'all don't mind loosening them up.
Sure he is.
Listen to me, man. Is that better?
I was actually about to go over to his house.
Listen, let me talk to you. Who is Roy Mallon? That's you, ain't it?
I'm Michael Jennings, sir.
You're Michael Jennings. Who is Roy Mallon?
No.
Okay, that's who that vehicle belongs to.
Yeah, that's
Who
all I
lives
know. His name is Roy.
That's who lives here?
That's Roy. I call him Roy and call his wife Connie, and I've been dealing with him for 7 years that I've been
Yeah.
living here.
They are friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you called not because of the car, but because you thought you saw someone besides him.
Right. I didn't know it was him.
Yeah,
I'm sorry
I got to
about
keep
that.
their flowers watered. I got to keep their flowers watered while they gone.
Sorry.
You okay?
Listen.
And by the way, I won't get to come to the graduation, but we're going to get your son something.
No, don't.
Listen,
Yeah,
listen,
I
listen,
wanna do
listen,
something.
listen to me, man. Listen to me.
We are
Anytime the police come out and they say,
Childersburg, yes, Dollar.
we want to identify you, you have to identify yourself because there's a reasonable suspicion, there's a reasonable man, there's a
That has to be
vehicle,
no crime.
there's a reasonable suspicion that you're here. There's not a crime.
Yeah.
If you would have said, yeah, here's my name, here's everything, we
No,
were like,
I
okay.
told him my name. I
You
don't
didn't
have
tell
to
me
give
your
him-
name.
I decided he asked me who I was. I said,
You didn't give it to me when I first
Pastor
asked.
Jennings. Pastor Jennings.
That's not a name.
But
That's a pastor.
yeah.
I need
God,
your
The way
name.
y'all handle this situation was totally wrong.
Well, listen,
You racial profile.
we're not
put it
racial
on him, but
profile.
Yes, you did.
No, sir. No, sir. We're not about.
Pastor Jennings continues to show care and consideration for his neighbors when he tells the caller upon seeing her that he didn't forget to get her son a gift for graduating high school. Truly a servant to his community. Overall, Pastor Jennings told officers what he was required by Alabama statute. The officers have a poor understanding of reasonable suspicion and believe any call or caller gives them the right to detain. They failed to corroborate reasonable suspicion and were operating on a hunch passed to them by a caller. They continue to treat Pastor Jennings like a criminal at the scene. This arrest, after all the facts on the surface, looks retaliatory and lacks probable cause. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and thanks for watching.